Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the first ESCALATE webinar. So I will slowly start with introducing you with the webinar of the day. It's the Policymakers Dialogue for Local Heating and Cooling Planning under the Energy Efficiency Directive, EED Recast Article 25, Transpositioned.
Morning to all of you also from my side. My name is Nico, together with Catrice. We are coordinating the ESCALATE project. I think, Catrice, you already waved into the camera. Welcome to all of you. Good to have you here. And I'm going to give you a short introduction into the ESCALATE project. And what we are trying to do is to accelerate Europe's clean energy future by empowering cities for efficient heating and cooling. And this is just a short introduction. In the breakout session in a bit, you will get more information about the training and some more details. Indri, if I may ask you to go to the next slide. So first of all, why are we doing this? We try to bridge the gap for local heating and cooling action. I'm sure all of you have heard, or most of you have heard of the Energy Efficiency Directive, or in short, EED, and its recast, especially Article 25(6), which demands that member states in the European Union must ensure that by next year, municipalities with more than 45,000 inhabitants adopt local heating and cooling plans. However, there's no methodology so far available, or a template. There's no national guidance or support that we know of, even though that planning of heating and cooling is quite a complex endeavor, and it's quite a technical expertise that you need to do it. This means that most local authorities are not ready to do it. As you can imagine, it's mostly the smaller and medium-sized cities which are affected. Why? Because it's mostly them that lack the resources, technical, human, or financial resources, and they may have only limited access to tools, data, and best practice. So without support, it might be difficult for them to actually implement or to actually initiate those heating and cooling plans. Compliance risks being formal or delayed, and that the deep decarbonization could be missed. Into the next slide, please. So just as a general information, we started in September last year, so we have like 1 year and a little bit already behind us, 2 more years to go until August 2027. So 3 years in total. It's a so-called LIFE program. And what we want to do is to support local authorities in implementing this Article 25(6). How do we do that? We have the regional energy agencies, so our regional partners, our local partners as multipliers. And we have a template, a guideline, and tools for heating and cooling that we're working on, and also the training program, which is to be hosted on the online platform that exists of Energy Cities, or ENC. What we're also doing is we initiate 12 local EED compliant heating and cooling plans in 6 countries and policy support in 8 countries. Then on the next slide, you're going to see the map of who's actually involved in our project, which you can see we have a focus on Middle Europe or Central Europe. So we have Germany, we have France, Italy, Greece, Poland, Netherlands, where Indri is, and the blue dots, like in southern Germany, the blue dot is where we are based. And we have knowledge partners, we have areas where we want to implement the policy process, and we're going to translate the materials we're working on in different languages. English, of course, and then we have all the partner countries being French, Italian, Slovenian, Croatian, Greek, Polish, and also in German. If you go to the next slide, please, Indri. Yes, so Like I said, we have 3 years. We started year 1 with different tasks. We had a capacity gap assessment by our partner eThink. We started developing the heating and cooling methodology and template and the learning offer design and so on and so forth. Now in the year 2, we already started collecting feedback by our local and also knowledge partners, of course. Yeah, and we started translating, and then we want to go into yeah, external capacity building. So this is the process we are in now. And then in the last year, we see that we can yeah, do the capacity building all over the European Union member states. And yeah, hopefully we will finish then the 12 heating and cooling plans in the selected municipalities, of course, apart from communication, dissemination, and recommendations and public outreach. Okay, on the next slide, you're going to see the materials we're working on. If you please click again, Indri. First of all, we have a template, which means that we have a structure for the heating and cooling plan. In this template, you will find the most important steps, and it's quite, well, most important things in there for you to fill. However, not only the template, we also have the guideline, which tells you, which is like a manual and tells you how to fill the template. And also, in addition to this, we're working on the training program and different courses, different modules in there, all about heating and cooling and different aspects and what to look out for, how to initiate, where to get data from, all those questions. Of course, this is just a means to an end. And in the end, the most important is that you initiate it, that you wrote your local heating and cooling plan. Okay, I already see one question here about the template. Yes, this is a work in progress. I think for now we said April next year that we're going to start there. However, yes, work in progress. We're going to update you on the exact date. Okay, Indri, if you go to the next slide. Yes, so this is almost the last slide here. We have, if you want to know more information about the project, you can visit our homepage, escalate-project.eu. And also, if you scan this barcode here or this QR code, it should lead you to our dedicated LinkedIn Escalate page, where you can also follow and where our partner by Revolve is posting updates on the project, on the template, and on the progress of Escalate.